Part of our focus and our mandate is to work together to train, retrain, support learning, unlearning, relearning in various areas in the industry. And we found it fitting that we come together and we agree in this collective way that we will work together to design interventions geared towards capacity building.
OWTU President General Ansel Roger expressed confidence in the government's efforts to attract foreign investment and revitalize the energy sector. He stressed that the collaboration would ensure local workers are equipped with cutting-edge skills to compete for prime positions in the industry.
The level of underdevelopment that this sector went through, the level of exploitation that the energy sector workers were met with over that last period. We want to change that, flip that on its head, where everybody will be properly well trained, on the cutting edge, ready to be able to deliver, and not have the unfortunate situation of the expatriates coming and taking all of the prime jobs and so on in those sectors.
The first beneficiaries of the agreement will be OWTU members across a range of industries, including oil, electricity, fuel, distribution, and manufacturing. In some sport news now, Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs Philip Watts welcomed senior representatives from the United States, Canada, and Mexico on Wednesday for a courtesy visit aimed at deepening collaboration in sport and major event development. The delegations included senior diplomats such as the USA's Scott Hansen, Deputy Chief of Mission, Canada's High Commissioner Michael Callan, Mexico Ambassador Victor Hugo Morales Melendez, and the ambassador. They were joined by officials from the Ministry of Sport and the Sports Company of Trinidad and Tobago for discussions centered on promoting the upcoming FIFA World Cup in Trinidad and Tobago through fan engagement and sport diplomacy initiatives, while also exploring opportunities to boost the development of wrestling and boxing nationally. The engagement concluded with an exchange of cultural tokens, symbolizing mutual respect and ongoing collaboration. And that's what's making the news at this time. But joining us right now is the host of Trinidad and Tobago Today, Famala Balkaran. Good morning, Famala.
Good morning, Carrie. Happy Friday. We made it.
Happy Friday. At last. Thank God it's Friday.
I am so ready for this weekend. You have absolutely no idea. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good today. Like, I slept a little bit better. I feel, ready to face the day. And, the second cup of coffee will happen soon, too.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Looking for fresh, high-quality eggs? Get yours from D's Fresh Eggs, your trusted source for wholesale and retail. Whether you need jumbo, large or small, we've got you covered with freshness you can taste and quality you can trust. Call now to place your order. 1-868-713-7151. D's Fresh Eggs. Fresh every day, just the way you like it.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1. Bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
So I'll go right to on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Honoring the beauty of Indian heritage, TTT invites you to immerse yourself in Desi May as we mark Indian Arrival Month with color, music, and magic of Indian cinema. Throughout May, enjoy your favorite Bollywood hits and timeless classics, from iconic blockbusters to treasured favorites, bringing the heart of India straight to your screen. Tune in every Saturday at 8:35 p.m. and every Sunday from 4 p.m. to experience rich traditions, captivating stories, and unforgettable characters that continue to inspire generations. Plus, watch, text, and get rewarded for our exciting viewer promotion. Desi May, celebrating Indian Arrival Month, exclusively on TTT.
From the road to the radio. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team, as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
The ashes we rise.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check. It's 11 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Have a pleasant good morning to all maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers, 7-seaters. Everyone, a pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. Not forgetting our sister Isle Tobago. Good morning to you, Tobago. And each and every one of you that are look on to us on our various social media platforms. Facebook and YouTube. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. From Grace to Wendy and John to Biznat, Passad to Carmen, Peter, Sam Lalsi, to Budram John. Primraj, good morning to you, Desmond Hines. Groove Master song, so we're going, my brother. Soka Dolly, good morning. Nadira. You're quiet these days, girl. All you do is be laughing, eh? Regine Chamaraj, a pleasant good morning to you, Tara Rez.
God is for us, and who could ever stop us? And if
Peter Samlal, sing a pleasant good morning to you.
and what can stand against?
Tarodat.
And if for God,
Ram Sarup, good morning to you.
who could ever stop us? And if for God is with
Wendy and John, good morning. Jess School. Elizabeth, good morning to you. Anthony Ford. Ann Moon Sami, good morning to you. Primichan, Sakraja, good morning. Sita. Hey, Michael Scotland, a pleasant good morning to you. Kane, Farmer Kane. Afrina. Mohammed, good morning to you. Krishna. Pinda, pleasant good morning to you. Sean Nelson, good morning. To that Mohan, a pleasant good morning to you. Troy Smith, good morning. Eleanor, how are you going? Good morning.
For God is greater, for God is stronger.
Monica, good morning. Zandu, Ruthless, a pleasant good morning to you. Michael Scotland, good morning. Joyce, Joyce Ram, Rick Lutchman, good morning to you.
And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us,
Rajpati,
can stand against? And if our God
Ram Sarup, a pleasant good morning to you. Ishmael Khan,
could ever stop us, and if our God is with us,
Ryan Ali John, a pleasant good morning to you. I see a while. Carol Brown, good morning. Trini Nairo, a pleasant good morning to you. Anne-Marie Amin, a pleasant good morning to you. Samantha. Hey, Kenrick Pasada, good morning to you. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Adish, Ramnarain, Nicholas, to the whole family of deceased Mr. Ramnarain, his wife that still's lock on. Good morning to you, Miss Ramnarain. Mrs. Ramnarain.
the eyes of the blind, there's no one like you.
He's really missed. But with you and your kids still lock on, somehow I'm feeling him right here. Mr. Ramnarain, a pleasant good morning to you.
Bang, bang, bang.
Hossein, a pleasant good morning to you. Sonita, good morning. Angela, pleasant good morning. Mary, Otilda, good morning. Ganesh, good morning to you. Will Daniel sing a pleasant good morning to you. Wendy, where are we going? Good morning. Nazali and Mr. Ali, good morning.
You shine.
Marilyn Sicharan, a pleasant good morning to you. Matilda Rhodes, a pleasant good morning. My baby, good morning. Teacher Balmain, how are we going? Good morning to you. I haven't heard from you a while. Anthony Comona Edwards, a good morning to you. Leonie Doubles on Roti, a pleasant good morning. Mommy Juice. Iron Lady, good morning to you. Joel, good morning. Good morning to you and your wife, Joel. Big Ram, I hail you a long time. Where are we going? My partner Dennis C. Paul and Journey, good morning to you all. Esther Smith, good morning. Mr. Clarence and Faye, good morning to you all. Ravi down there in Gasper, in Marbella. And Ravi, aka Postman.com, his family, all of you, a pleasant good morning.
And if our God is for us,
good morning, my brother Annie.
And if our God is
Sudali, good morning.
Then what can stand against?
Nigel Black, eh?
And if our God is for us,
It is what it is. Don't forget to like, share, go on your WhatsApp and send out that very important message for people to know to lock on. Good morning, Nigel Snipes.
Hey, blessed morning, Andy. Blessed morning, Lennox. Blessed morning, Trinidad, Tobago, and the wider world.
Nice. All over the place is just heat, is just killing, bacchanal, frustration, fighting, everything just mad. Sherry and Shepherd, a pleasant good morning to you. Lennox Smith, good morning to you, my brother.
Yes, indeed. A pleasant good morning to you as well, my friend. It is a Friday. Of course, it's not the penultimate. It's not the day before. It is, in fact, Friday. And yes, indeed, of course, a pleasant good morning to all and sundry in Trinidad. Our friends in Tobago. Thank you very much for that very hospitable acceptance, welcome, and treating with us. I think I have to. It is so nice that I have to do it twice. And then, of course, wherever you are in the world, whatever neck of the wood it is, well, a pleasant good day to you as well. Well, it's a Friday, and we normally will look
Anderson
at
Wilson and the people of the Beetham and environs, good morning, please, because you don't want nobody calling to be getting on, especially when the box is very hard on the Beetham, very early with the whole Beetham.
All right, okay. So let me pay special attention this morning to the Beetham. I'm saying so this morning because normally I would provide a special salutation to the Tobago people, and for obvious reasons. But since you have some sympathy here, I will then, of course, have to concur. So I have to abide. And of course, a pleasant good morning to all on the Beetham. Well, having said that, let me see, of course, in Laventil, the East Port of Spain, Belmont, etc., because you see, once you give one in those places, others are saying, well, listen, I want one too. So that's my generic, let's say, introduction, all and sundry. But since we insist, once again, Beetham, once again, Laventil, once again, Chumakak, once again, Sealot, so once again, Belmont, once again, Green, not Greenville. We have a part of Africa, a movement, of course, and Malik.
You can't forget
because people in the Martin will say, I ain't said nothing to you, know. You understand? And then, of course, I had to go right, wrong to that.
No, but
so I prefer to be specific here.
He love you all, I wouldn't lie. He love all the down there in Arima too, in Grandy too, or however it go. But he always will first and foremost pay attention to love for Laventil.
Yes. My love for Laventil is indivisible and uncompromising. So much so, of course, my party is called Love, and of course, the L, the acronym, in the acronym Love, well, L is for Laventil. Yes. Laventil Outreach for Vertical Enrichment. So we're going up and high, and we are going to, of course, conquer someday. Someday, in spite of Andy's skepticism and my acceptance that Moses did exist.
All right. Now man say Laventil, or they go game that vote. Or they will vote out here them someday. Yeah, boy.
I am that optimistic. But of course, on a more serious note, yes, we have had several things that we didn't touch and ought to have touched. And today's Friday, we want to consume this 3 hours that we have on those matters. Well, of course, the Prime Minister has reiterated the government's stance in terms of CARICOM, and she says in all certain terms, if you want to expel Trinidad and Tobago, go ahead. But of course, our stance is that after August, when the term of office would have expired for the current term of the Secretary General, Caleb Barnett, then of course Trinidad and Tobago will reduce or relinquish or have nothing to do once that secretariat is in place with CARICOM. That is a serious statement. And of course, she further went on to say that if you wish to expel us, well, no problem. And of course, I think that was more, I wouldn't say a threat, but more a psychological blow. Because of course, let's face it, CARICOM cannot do without Trinidad and Tobago, having regard, of course, to our major financial commitment to that organization, and being, of course, a founding member. Of course, the founding treaty is called the Treaty of Chaguaramas. That speaks for itself, quite apart from the financial contributions across the various arms that comprise the operations of CARICOM.
Let me ask you something.
So it's a challenge. Go ahead.
Let me ask you something, because this is a very, 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 very serious thing. While some people will look at it in any light way or manner, in any way.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
It is a very, 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 very serious thing. And for some people who don't understand, why the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Lennox Smith, is taking a stance like that. What is the fallout, or can be the outcome of a stance like that? Could you please give us an idea, sir?
Obviously, that's a two-part question that requires a corresponding two-part answer. The first part is why. She made it very, very clear, and the foreign minister has endorsed that, and that is that the process that was used to reinstate or re-elect the present Secretary General was flawed. And of course, that came out of the 50th meeting of the community in St. Kitts, when, of course, a secret arrangement was set up. The foreign minister was left, whilst the prime minister had to leave, was left there to treat with that matter in terms of whatever it was in that particular retreat. And he was told by letter in the morning by way of WhatsApp that, listen, no one but the head of state can attend that. And then inside of that, according to the position of our government, no information or no notice was given that some kind of election would have been taking place to elect a Secretary General. And from that perspective, the whole, since the fruit was, or the seed was poisoned, then the product of that exercise was also poisoned, and that is the position of Trinidad and Tobago. What are the outcome? What are the fallouts? Well, the second part of the question answer, well, clearly the CARICOM has to make a decision as to whether or not, because Trinidad and Tobago will not be participating once this administration is in place. In terms of the activities of CARICOM.
Right, but the administration or that specific person, what's her name again? The Secretary Secretariat.
Carla Barnett. But what I'm saying, is that she is the engine room. She's the dynamo. That's the Secretary General. She come like the CEO of the organization. So at any rate, information to and from as far as the Secretariat is concerned, which of course is the administrative center placed in Guyana, based in Guyana, correspondence has to come from her office, that particular office. And therefore it's very, very difficult to see how you can avoid interacting with CARICOM without interacting with the office of the Secretary General.
Okay then. And did not some ex-prime ministers and influential people state that the best interest for CARICOM is that Carla Barnett should not be having that type of problem going on and should do the honorable thing and resign, knowing it is true up in all that controversy?
Yeah, exactly. To avoid all of that, a major player in CARICOM is taking that position, then you have a moral and ethical responsibility to say, listen, in the interest of peace, good relations, smooth administration, that she should do the honorable thing and resign or make a departure. And of course, there are a lot of reasons I and all could give her as to what she can say in order to make a departure so that CARICOM can function to the optimum. Because she's not indispensable. She's not the only person that could, at this time, manage the affairs of CARICOM. I'm sure there are many individuals aptly qualified across the region to fill that post. Go ahead.
All right. So what that does is like what going on there is like a black eye to CARICOM because of one person, and one person must have that amount of power to bring a roof to that extent. And all prime ministers and heads of states should, whether they like it or not, whether it was a fair election or not, do the honorable thing in order to keep CARICOM united.
Alive and cohesive. In fact, the day on which the Foreign Affairs Minister of India was visiting Trinidad and Tobago, there was to be a meeting of the heads, but obviously the Prime Minister could not have attended or engaged that. Of course, it would have been by video conference. It could not have, neither the Foreign Minister, and therefore they didn't participate. But it was to deal specifically to reconcile that particular matter, and Trinidad and Tobago could not have engaged at that point in time because of the confluence or the clashing of these two major things. And of course, Trinidad and any country, if they had to choose one from the other, they would have chosen, of course, the engagement of a foreign visitor of that distinguished nature and far-reaching for your country. You would want, of course, to engage the Indian foreign minister. So one would have expected that at least they probably could have, having gotten wind of that, they could have postponed the meeting, but they went ahead and they confirmed their position that Carla Barnett, Ms. Barnett must remain as the General Secretary, of CARICOM.
To the cost of the whole house burning down.
Secretary General of CARICOM, yeah.
With the cost of the whole house burning down.
So it has deepened the rift. And the conspiracy, whether you want to say it's conspiracy, the fact is that the confluence of circumstance would have conspired to deepen the situation because Trinidad had an engagement that it could not have disengaged in order to have to sit in a meeting of that nature, significant as it was,
yes.
or is. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Andy, good morning. Good morning, Ground Report. Andy, I'm calling to apologize for yesterday morning. Andy, I was really mad vexed because the morning you get up and there's no water, and in my grief, I couldn't take it anymore. I did not know it was going to go on the air. I'm sorry about it. So I called to apologize. You know, Andy, that I am not a disrespectful person. So I apologize to you, the radio station, and say everybody. Andy, thank you so much, and God bless you.
And your apology is accepted. And just I text you is what it is you had to do. If something is not for air, and only send me things during the time period of 6 and 9 a.m., I would not know it's not for air unless you do like Miss Santa Cruz. Miss Santa Cruz, when she send a voice note, she will write, in fact, for the air. And she will also write, when she send Pacific voice notes, personally, she just put not for air. And you are forgiven. It's just that little
And those persons who are so inclined, of course, that simple notification would certainly go a long way to avoid untoward situations as what transpired yesterday. So please take note. Please take note.
And her apology is well taken. She's a warrior for quite,
We definitely accept her apology, but I also want people to know that we are, this program in particular is judged by a very, very harsh standard in comparison to other programs. Yeah. Please do take note of that. They will come for us first.
Truth. Absolutely truth. Absolutely.
And that has been the experience. So and we have been conveying, and those who have been regulars will also know of the multiple experiences that we would have had in that regard.
But that's our Santa Cruz friend, a warrior, a fighter, a ground report loyalist, and somebody that is dear to the ground report heart. And all of us, online and all, are saying your apology is accepted. Thank you so much for doing the honorable thing.
Yes, indeed. I hope Calabanet could do the same thing.
She's not doing that. Lennox Smith, use real trouble as well.
I wonder if that's possible.
I mean, nothing wrong in hoping against hope. But the other matter, of course, that we have not dealt with. Oh yeah, we have to go for a break, people. But when we come back, we have to talk about, of course, the threat, the renewed threat to certain members of the government and other apparatus of the state, which of course the opposition seem to have a different view. But we go for the break, and when we come back,
before you go there, boy, nice boy, Lennox really does make me laugh. Yeah, you just come. I hope Carl Barnett could organize and do the same.
He just kind of put Tina kind of back on Alice way.
Boy, take your break.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Hey Trisha, I ain't seen you in a while. How business going?
Boy, business real slow these days, and advertising expensive.
You for real? You ain't hear about SBP?
What is that?
Small Business Package. You can advertise your business on radio. They cater for your budget.
You serious?
Yes, girl. Them fellows are Next 99.1, Sweet 100.1, and Talk City 91.1. Real bigging up your thing.
What? No way. Tell me where, when, and how.
Call 622-4141. That number is 622-4141. And for more information, you can email tttsales@ttt.co.tt.
I heading down Marfal Road now. That song ain't too good to be true.
On Sunday, July 5th, the action moves to Ballpark Macoya as Experience 496 Gym presents the Experience 496 Championships. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., 15 teams will step onto the field, each one fighting for pride, bragging rights, and a chance to be crowned champions. Expect speed, skill, big tackles, big goals, and the kind of football energy that brings a community together. Whether you're coming to support your team, enjoy the competition, or bring the kids out for a fun day, this is one event you don't want to miss. The Experience 496 Championships is more than just a football tournament. It's a full day of sports, family, entertainment, and community vibes. Powered by Experience 496 Gym.
Every morning begins with a story. The headlines you need. The voices you trust. The conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you. Conversations that spark new ideas. Stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
We are back. Time check is 37 minutes past the hour over 6 o'clock, and you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. And again, I must say a pleasant good morning to all my drivers, east, west, north, south, central, and in Tobago. A pleasant, and my private vehicles too. Pleasant good morning to you all. Well, again, we gone from one story to the next. We know, well, at this point in time, one of the headliners is the Prime Minister made a statement on her stance when it comes to CARICOM and technically pulling Trinidad, well, not pulling Trinidad and Tobago out, but will be keeping away till the right thing is being done, right? Which Lennox Smith will just mention that again. And the next issue I wanted to go in, Lennox.
Yeah, just to conclude, because you touched it, the institution itself is greater than the individual, and therefore nobody could believe that they are either equal to or bigger than the institution. And on that basis alone, then of course, in such a controversial scenario or situation, I think the honorable thing to do, if I was her, I would have resigned, right? And to get things back to even keel. The other issue, of course, is the statement made by the Attorney General in the Parliament indicating that he got information from and he was given permission, in fact, those were his words, I'm not paraphrasing here, that there is a particular threat from a Belmont gang individual with respect to ministers and members of the government, parliamentarians. And so there's an increase of beefing up of security. Well, the opposition was strident that that was not so, because at the time when the disclosure was made, there was no visible sign. And I don't understand the logic in people like that, because here it is, you're saying there was no visible sign. So you suddenly become a security expert. There was no visible sign that there was any beefing up of security. The security details, according to the opposition, remained the same. There was no unusual, activities. The parliamentarians, particularly those of government, appear to be operating normal, run-of-the-mill, without any kind of special anxiety, if you want to call it that. And then they went on to the phantasmagorical statement to say that, listen, that is because they want to extend the state of emergency. And so therefore that is a ruse, that is a fake development. And of course there are other commentators that claim to be experts and so on, that are tending to accept that illogical, that statement that clearly is so saturated with ignorance that one cannot put their mind around why such, but we know why, I suppose, is because they're trying to be what they will not get. That is to say, political coverage or political currency from those statements. Go ahead.
Understood. The opposition takes issue with composition of Landmark TT board. What's that about?
I'm glad that you mentioned that because last week, I think, there was this landmark, and I got the impression that it was a private company that got $100 million contract arrangement with the HDC, or with the government for clarity or for more making sure that I'm not mistaken. But this week, I recognize that that company is really recently established state enterprise with the under the Ministry of not justice under the ministry that the representative for Sawa Barataria, Saddam Hussein, controls. It has to do with land and something legal. Yeah, legal affairs, land and legal affairs. So here what's happened here. So that was set up in order to take state land and get private capital. Those persons who are so inclined, build houses, but they will sell it to at market price, not at subsidized price, market price to persons who are so inclined, who are so interested. And then, of course, the state will get a piece of the profit or a piece or the cost of the land back. They will get the cost of the land back in that arrangement. So what has happened? Eversley is involved there, and I think the former Minister of Housing, they're saying that procurement process was flawed, and so they have brought that to the attention of the procurement regulator, which of course has now initiated an investigation into that matter. So once again, it's a state enterprise set up under the ministry, Saddam Hussein's ministry, that using state lands and giving it to, well, under certain conditions, of course, to private persons who would use their capital, build on it, provide market value housing, and then the state will recoup a certain portion of the monies that would have been gained as a result of that arrangement.
All right, yeah, what we do? Let me organize and get a IO. Let me organize and get this story.
Not over the awarding of contracts, but growing is facing fresh controversy. This time not over the awarding of contracts, but growing scrutiny surrounding the composition of its board. The company, which is under investigation by the Office of Procurement Regulation, OPR, over the procurement process used for a $100 million contract tied to the Alambi residential development project in Corinth, San Fernando, is headed by CEO Nishal Pooner. Several social media posts have alleged that Pooner and his wife, Samantha Singh Pooner, who serves as deputy chair of the North Central Regional Health Authority, NCRHA, are close friends of Minister of Land and Legal Affairs Saddam Hussein. Additional claims have also surfaced alleging that another member of the landmarked board is related to a member of Hussein's staff. At yesterday's People's National Movement, PNM, media briefing, Malabar, Morsika MP Dominic Romaine said, "This is a government that loves to talk about appointing persons based on meritocracy. I ask the question, what was the process used to hire the current CEO of Landmarked? What is his relationship to the line minister, Mr. Saddam Hussein? And we will discuss that further and share that information with you all in the coming days. But I can tell you, it's really and truly an interesting web. What we have seen present itself as well on social media over the last couple of days is a complex web of relationships involving executives of Landmarked, family members, close work associates of the current line minister. Hussein has remained mum on all the allegations leveled against the newly formed entity this week. Since Monday, when Guardian Media broke the story about the OPR's investigation into the company, Hussein has not answered calls to his cell phone nor questions posed via WhatsApp. On Wednesday, he walked away when questioned by Guardian Media outside Parliament. Pooner has also declined calls to his phone and has not responded to messages. Yesterday, MP Romaine said Hussein's silence is concerning. Interestingly, members of the media would have attempted to speak to the line minister, Saddam Hussein, on this matter, and he has been uncharacteristically quiet. Minister Hussein is not known to be a man of few words, he said. He loves to see a camera, loves to see a microphone, so that when we see him entering the parliament and the media is attempting to speak to him, all of a sudden he's too busy, he's unable to stop to speak.
Okay then.
All right, so let's get it clear. Let's get it clear. Here's two instances. Notice this piece started by saying another. So the first part is what the first thing that I brought to the attention of the audience is the question of the monies and the procurement regulator. The second piece, of course, is saying that it is the entire company is saturated or is infected with nepotism because the families and friends of the minister, among others, form the directors of that company. Right? So that's two different stories altogether.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, sir.
And Saddam Hussein is not one, I agree, that is not, to be silent on anything. But they're saying that he's definitely silent at this point in time. So it's an oxymoron, but it seems to be relevant at this time. Because normally he would clarify. But I suppose he's taking his time to strategize as to when he would respond to both matters. Yeah.
You know what's going on if a proper list come out, right?
Well, we either certify, confirm, or deny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah. The facts can't lie. That's a situation where you are so entangled. In fact, as the word of the day yesterday, that's a typical imbroglio. Yeah, a public embarrassing scenario. If it turns out that what the accusations are in fact so. Yeah.
Wow, Griffith. That's Gary Griffith. Security threat should not have been disclosed. And besides that, Pandey, that's Michaela Pandey, question timing of Jeremy's security threat claim. Wow. And besides...
Well, the inference, as we said, is to say that they're making a case for the expansion or the extension of the state of emergency. That is
I was just about to ask.
Yeah, that is what they're saying. And of course, as I said earlier about the matter, the opposition is also saying that we have seen no real beefing up and so on, as if they are security experts. In spite of the fact that Jeremy said, and it was confirmed by the Commissioner of Police, that he informed the Attorney General of these developments, and that therefore there is in fact a beefing up. But the opposition want to actually see it.
Somebody somebody get shoot.
They can't see it. Yeah, they
somebody
can't
get
see
shoot.
So they are that myopic. Yeah.
Okay. So here what we're going to do, Trinidad and Tobago. We're going to take that quick break and we will be opening the lines as we reach back. Let's see who is the first three via WhatsApp message and via call right here on the Ground Report. What's on your front burner? What's supposed to make news that not making news? We'll be back.
Investing today moves fast, and so do fraudsters. Fake investment tips, cloned voices, AI-generated advisors promising guaranteed returns. Like this opportunity won't last. Double your money now. Stop. No legitimate investment offers guaranteed or unrealistic returns. Before you invest, check the TTSEC first. Visit ttsec.org.tt to verify that investment is legit. You can use the website to report any suspected scams. Protecting your money starts with you. Happy Investor Education Month from the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1, bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice. This week on Taking It Front, we bring you a powerful and timely conversation. Join Derek Charbodi, law enforcement officer, counselor, mentor, manager, and founder of the St. James Police Youth Club, celebrating 3 decades of dedicated youth service. On Talk City 91.1, from 12:30 to 1:30, Derek speaks directly to Generation X, exploring the many challenges facing this generation and their parents, from discipline and mentorship to social pressures and changing values. More importantly, he'll be seeking real solutions, offering insight, guidance, and practical ways forward for families and communities. That's Taking It Front with Derek Charbodi. Talk City 91.1 FM from 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. Real talk, real solutions, real impact. When the headlines settle, when the noise dies down, there's only one place to wrap up the day. Introducing The Wrap Up, the final live talk show of the day on Talk City 91.1 FM. Weekdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Join Kingsley and Obi as they break down the biggest stories, hottest topics, viral moments, and the conversations Trinidad and Tobago can't stop talking about. Sharp opinions, real perspectives, interactive discussion. Before your day ends, wrap it up with Kingsley and Obi on The Wrap Up. Weekdays from 6 to 8 p.m. only on Talk City 91.1 FM. Your afternoons just got louder on Talk City 91.1 FM. From the headlines everybody's discussing to the conversations shaping the country, Heavy Duty and David Welch are taking you under the radar. Straight talk, strong opinions, the conversations that matter. Now in its brand new drive time slot. Weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Talk City 91.1 FM. Politics, current affairs, trending topics, and the stories everybody's talking about. All in one place, under the radar, with Heavy Duty and David Welch. Weekdays 3 to 6, only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Time check. Yes, it's approximately 5 minutes. Yes, it's 5 minutes to the hour. 5 minutes to the hour to 5 minutes to the hour to 7 o'clock. To
7 o'clock, yes. To 7.
Good morning, Andy, Lennox, Mikey, Nigel, and to everybody out there. Andy, this thing is getting curiouser and curiouser concerning the partnership agreement with the government to build the houses and the procurement regulator. Now, I'm asking questions. I'm not casting aspersion on anybody because we have to ask questions. Because if we don't ask questions, we'll never get answers. I am asking, was Beverly Khan, the procurement regulator, a former deputy permanent secretary in the Public Utilities Ministry, was she handpicked by Marvin Gonzalez to sit on the WASA board in December of 2020? She then resigned in June of 2023, and 3 days later, she was sworn in as the regulator. Coincidence? I don't know. Now look at it. Look at it. Too many fingers are pointed at her. Too many. Now, this public-private procurement housing development is to build houses for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. But she jumped in now and stopped the project because she said citizens were complaining. Who were complaining? Who was the biggest, the loudest complainer? Not Camille Robinson Regis? Not Camille Robinson Regis? So you see, Andy, where PNM plant their people is a strategic position to stymie the progress of this country, right? Because it's not taxpayers' money was used, right? It was not taxpayers' money was used. It's the same thing I keep saying over and over again, right? The government has changed, but the mindset of the workers and them in different offices has not changed. We are seeing, Andy, all over the country where people are complaining about water, and we know why. Andy, yesterday, as I told you before, our water schedule is Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Yesterday it came, we're not getting it in that manner. It came a little after 6, very low, and by 9 o'clock it was no more. So we are seeing all of their agents are doing things to stymie the progress of this country. And I am calling on the Prime Minister. I know, madam, that you are busy. I know you have a lot on your plate. But you have to take a look at these things. Right? Because somebody is trying to destabilize your government. Right? Andy, all the time, this regulator was very quiet about what was going on under the PNM. They butchered, we saw how they butchered that procurement bill. She never said a word. Suddenly she found her voice because Camille was bawling. No transparency. Thanks a lot, Andy.
Oh boy, Lennox, anything you want to add to that? Because we have approximately 30 seconds to go for that news. Based on what Santa Cruz is saying, they're the procurement regulator, and all of a sudden that's sudden teeth.
Good morning, this is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. The TT BizLink platform processed a significant TT $35.5 million in 2025, facilitating nearly 85,000 transactions over the course of the year. This strong level of activity highlights the platform's growing importance as a digital gateway for government services, streamlining businesses' processes and improving efficiency for users across multiple sectors. TT BizLink is a secure, user-friendly online platform that gives businesses and individuals access to information and government e-services related to trade and business. Speaking at the Network Circle event on Wednesday evening, aimed at empowering MSMEs and the wider business community, Minister of Trade, Investment and Tourism, Satyakama Maharaj, reminded that the platform is designed to give entrepreneurs and exporters direct access to critical information, from market rules to import duties. He said TT BizLink continues to expand in scope, with more government agencies being integrated and services increasingly automated to reduce delays and inefficiencies.
Every week, we have updates of where you are, how many more customers you get. The Ministry of Health want to join it now, right? We facilitating them businesses. But you get all the information you need to run a business there. Okay, you want to export to Turkey. You can go in there and seek the information of what the import duties are going to there, on what the products come from Turkey, what that duty is.
The minister said the system allows users to quickly compare international trade conditions and navigate requirements for exports and imports, improving decision-making for businesses seeking to scale beyond the domestic market.
All kinds of information you need to run business, but it is streamlined, and we connected it to the customs to streamline everything. So it is work in progress, but it keeps improving and improving all the time. So I advise all you to jump on that platform.
In other news, according to the United Nations Population Fund, mothers often face notable financial disparities compared to non-mothers and fathers. In response, the Bankers Association of Trinidad and Tobago brought together 2 mothers and accomplished leaders in the financial sector to share practical, real-world advice, empowering fellow mothers with the tools and strategies needed to better manage their finances and build more secure futures. In many homes, mothers are first financial guides, teaching, budgeting, saving, and the value of wise spending. Sondri Pear-Chase of JCS Caribbean Law and Karen Yipchuk, president of the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce, know this role well, sharing insights from their experiences as both mothers and finance professionals.
Young moms or young adults who are starting off as professionals, I would strongly advise the very first thing you do when you get your job is to put a standing order on your account and set aside, if it's just a couple $100 a month, to go into some investment account that you don't touch, you don't even remember that it's there. And then before you know it, you have accumulated a lovely nest egg that can help you out in the future.
Mrs. Yipchuk, who confirmed that her first financial advisor was her mother, explained how, through her mother's persistence, instilled financial prudence that set her up for life.
My mom used to work in the bank, so my mom would have opened bank accounts for us, and from the little allowance that we got, we were encouraged to save. I wouldn't count that as really towards the nest egg, because as a child you probably used that out at some point in time. But what that did was, by my mom exposing us to saving from very early, gave us that discipline about the importance of saving.
Mrs. Pear-Chase and Mrs. Yipchuk appeared as guests on BATT's online program straight off the bat on Thursday. In sport now, on June 17th, the Powerade Goliath Games will make its debut at the Santa Rosa racetrack, marking its first ever international standard obstacle course race in Trinidad and Tobago. The event is a 2-kilometer obstacle course race set to take place on the venue's racetrack and will consist of 2 divisions, which will see participants tackle 20 obstacles. The obstacle course race was made possible by founder and race director Kerry Kim Curtin.
About after I used to travel to do obstacle course races to the United States. This was before COVID, and competing out there, I felt that this was something that I could bring back to Trinidad and execute in a local way. So that was the basis for me bringing the Goliath Games to Trinidad.
And that's what's making the news at this time. When we come back, it's our number 2 of Trinidad and Tobago Today.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
And of course, the 7 a.m. news was brought to you with the kind compliments of Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life.
At Sagicor, our story was built by people, neighbors helping neighbors, standing side by side with those who trust us to protect what matters most and help build our communities, being there when needed most, across borders, across generations, still growing, still giving, still just getting started after 185 years. Sagicor.
Voices you know, trust, and respect of the very best in talk. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team, as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
Bang, bang, bang. The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. It's at 7 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. Yes, and you're listening to the Going Report right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. Let me say a pleasant good morning to all my drivers, including my private car drivers, all my drivers, maxi drivers, taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers, private vehicles, 7-seaters, white panel vans. All my drivers, a pleasant good morning to you all. You all will always be special to me. So what's up? Anybody tell you all, change your dial? Drive, not this morning. We don't want to hear that pit bull. We don't know Ground Report, you know. Want some music, they change the dial. Have you all been going through that these days? Let the pit bull know, you know. You can remember what's we code. Simple code. Watch them in your mirror right now. Watch all your passengers in your reference mirror right now. And whoever is the one tell you, drive, I don't want to hear that big wood man and that dog there, you know. Change that dial, you know. Watch them in the mirror and say, here it is. No, don't tell them nothing. Let me just indicate, you have to move smart. Put them out of your maxi, put them out. Put them out of your taxi, put them out. And while the vehicle not moving, throw them out.
Bang, 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 bang.
Nobody must accuse me of letting my drivers break the law, be violent. So make sure when you're throwing them out of your vehicle for being fast with yourself, telling you that not this morning, you know, I don't want to hear that big wood man and that dog, that dog, you know, that husky, but wait till it's on a standstill and throw them out. Best yet if rain falling. Lennox Smith. Before I play our next here it is. Before you do that, I need to play this one once again. Yeah. I need to play it once again. While a lot more people joined the program, it is very important that I play this one again from our very good friend, Apology. So everyone will hear.
And will follow suit because, I mean, human beings are really mimickers, you know, because, I mean, that is what you do. They don't see it. They try to distinguish themselves from animals and so on. They say it's instinctive, but of course we are mimickers. So we get our language through that means. We get our behavioral pattern through that means. We know how to conduct ourselves in the society because of that values and moral and ethical standards. So I think it's only fair that you play that again so that a greater majority or greater number of persons would have understood what they have to do.
Nice.
In such circumstance, yeah.
Nice. And when you get that senator position, I will also want you to do some lecturing in one of those universities or one of the schools. Yeah, you're very good. You could put a lot of words to mango. You know that? You're very good. But you're good, you know. What, man? You will see a paper and watch, man. You will do a creative writing on that one paper. You see, they will want to know, well, if that paper is magical or not. You're good.
You know, Joshua coming good at that too. I see that boy writing something. I give him some topics to write. I'm talking about a 10-year-old here, people. And and the man, he was impressive. He started his own program on Monday from 5:30 thereabout on the corridor transformation. It's called the Kids Corner or the Children's Corner. We have not yet settled on the name for it, and I suspect that a lot of children will want to gravitate to that as well, because it's all children looking to do things positive in order to generate. Yeah, of course, and they started calling him around Nelson Street and Duncan Street and so on. They call him the president. Why? Because he was able to write to the president, and the president did come to his school, visit his school, had a private chat with him, etc. And as a result of that, he developed that reputation. So I suppose they say that the food doesn't fall far from the tree.
He's very bright.
that might be one of the cases. But that being as it may, let's get back to that. That people must follow those instructions, right?
I ain't gonna lie. There are people here laughing. They're laughing. They say, Andy, go to the head of the class. Put words to a mango. Yeah, boy, that man could spin a whole mango. I'm telling you, he can make a factory out of one mango. You good.
Andy, good morning. Good morning, Ground Report. Andy, I'm calling to apologize for yesterday morning. Andy, I was really mad vexed because the morning you get up and there's no water, and in my grief, I couldn't take it anymore. I did not know it was going to go on the air. I'm sorry about it. So I called to apologize. You know, Andy, I am not a disrespectful person. So I apologize to you, the radio station, and say everybody. Andy, thank you so much, and God bless you.
Hi, good morning, gentlemen. Gentlemen, I am watching the news last night, and again I am wondering. I want somebody to tell me what is wrong with this opposition, Marvin Gonzalez and the whole crew. Why they are not doing anything? They mash up the place already, and they intend for it to stay mash up everything on the ground. This government is working very hard and doing their best to take Trinidad and Tobago to the place where we all want it to be. And they are intent on acting just how they acted when they were in government. Destructive. You understand? Tell me why it is. If the government said there was a threat to the members of parliament or whatever it is, and they upgrade the security, why that is a problem for them? Why that is a problem? Because the threat probably is them. Just get, and imagine they are saying it's because they want to extend the state of emergency. Let me tell you now, Marvin, this is not the government of Trinidad and Tobago you're talking about. They're no longer the opposition, you understand? And they have the power, the authority to extend the state of emergency if they see it is what Trinidad need at this moment. The crime has to be fixed. It cannot be fixed in a day. And if we need another state of emergency to continue trying to fix it, let it be done. You understand? Or they have to turn everything into a bacchanal, a fed up all you no good for Trinidad and Tobago, you know. And the problem is, a lot of people in this country, they are mad because of the work of this government. Even though crime is not where we want it to be, you know how we want it to be fixed, but there are plenty people here who are mad, they are crazy, they are vexed because the government stopped the drugs from coming in. They're stopping the gang activities. They're stopping all the evil lawlessness. It hasn't stopped 100%, but a great percentage of it has been stopped. And a lot of people, Marvin, who are sure is your friend, they don't want this place to be how it should be. You understand? So government, let me tell all of this now. You all are the government. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Do whatever is best for Trinidad and Tobago, or you just do it. You understand? And let the haters talk. Let them talk, but let them know They can't control none of all here. They can make up as not much lie. They can get their friends who still there, to be opposing and to be finding fault and talking about corruption, whatever. Let them break. Let them break. But all you have the power, just do it. And we, the law-abiding citizens out here, we are standing with you all and we are supporting you all 100% because we want a better Trinidad and Tobago, and we are looking forward to the better days that are coming with the help of Almighty God. Blessings to all.
Morning, guys. This is exactly the point I keep making over and over and over again. If you all realize the trend, right? PNM is an institution in Trinidad and Tobago. They have the people in place. And all we does is complain and saying this, we is in government right now, the UNC in government. And we coming on television and radio and discussions and saying they're trying to sabotage. But we in power. If they're that good, then UNC will keep going doing the same thing they keep doing. After 5 years, PNM back in power for 10, 15 years, and we keep blaming PNM. If we in power, we make the essential changes to get things done so the population could see exactly what we're doing. We can't keep coming into power and blaming everybody. If Ms. Santa Cruz is saying that woman was appointed by PNM, and we have the power to remove her, let's remove her. You see, I watching that even when Kamala was in opposition, she talked about, going back to DCP Martin, she talked about the board, all these things. She make no changes. So we can't keep coming on the radio and blaming the PNM and I in power. If I in power, I know what I want to change. So if it didn't work out, don't come back to the population and say, give you an extra 5 years, because you ain't doing nothing. All you're doing is complaining. That ain't working. Because I can guarantee you, if UNC lost the next election and put Penelope Penny in power, UNC will never, ever see office again in this country. So we come in on the radio and complaining about who appoint this one, who appoint that one. We have the same way we move the governor. We can move all these people. And we know who appoint them. And this is why people are afraid to come out, because they know UNC will only come for 5 years and then PNM back in power and we get victimization. So if you want to say about if UNC win or yellow win, we all win. We ain't winning when the situation is staying the same. Because the wins we're talking about, the small wins, and the average member of the public in seeing those small wins, they're griping. So when we're trying to say, oh, Kamala doing what she could do, if you're getting water, PNM, not the Minister of Water in Trinidad and Tobago right now, is UNC. So if we're not going to fix the problem, then we stop coming on the radio and complaining. If we complain about the government, we start a chant, move Kamala, because if she didn't do what we want she to do, and we have the same problem or worse, there's no need. This thing is a clique going on, because when they go in the cloakroom, all of them shake hands and they smile, and we still being the fool, and they come to us every 5 years and say, give us a chance. This one wasn't doing this. This one wasn't doing that. Mr. Singer, now, check, Jad, you're singing as the president of the House. He's not doing a good job. Young and them controlling the situation, the narrative. And all we're talking about, he want to be fair. The population seeing what's going on. The PNM operating like if them still running the government, and I want to say Kamala, because she have handlers too. They are allowing it to happen. So next 5 years, they'll come and tell people about, this is what we do, this way. No, you ain't do nothing. You don't need that next chance. Because it doesn't make no sense. Because you're doing everything that, if they're blocking a situation and they're people on the board, why did not move? Why did not fire? They haven't go to court. Fire them, we go pay them where they are to pay them. Move them so we can get the project and the things that we need to be done. Simple as that. We keep coming on these bloody shows and complaining. who appoint this one, who appoint that one. We know PNM in power for over 40 something years. Obviously, that people entrenched in the different departments will do their dirty work. We want to build a house, and we didn't appoint her. We move her. It's simple as that.
Yes, indeed. Out of an abundance of caution, of course. Yes, indeed. I hear the caller and I accept his concerns and the criticisms that is associated with it. And of course, some things, let me just say, are easier said than done.
Why, well,
and
that's all.
I am sure that contemplation and action are taking place with a view to making certain that unnecessary impediment to the policies, programs, initiative for making Trinidad a better place and therefore making the lives of people, the quality of life and the standard of living improve. I'm sure that that is happening, and
but its contribution
caller has just highlighted some of the considerations that any incumbent party coming into government outside of the PNM must encounter. We have seen it with the NAR.
But would you say that his contribution should be a food for thought?
Well, that is exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying what that has done is reinforced what we already know. And I'm saying as well that the present administration ought to, or let me put it more blunt, that they have no choice. And I'm sure that they are looking into these types of matters. I heard the Attorney General, for example, when he made a statement with respect to increased security, but I also heard him saying that they know who are the impeders to progress, and that they know of the leaders. Of course, in this case, he was talking about the action that engendered the increased security. But he also said something that is significant. I think we should share that with the population, and that is the leaders. And he said, yeah, there are leaders as well in Westmoreland and Goodwood Park. Yes, the Attorney General in the Parliament said that. They know the leaders that are in Westmoreland and Goodwood Park. Those are the two places that he called. But he said he's not going to call any names. So the caller has reiterated really what is known, and from what I've just said, as far as the Attorney General is concerned, it's not a complaint, but it suggests to me, it signals to me that action is being taken. Action is being taken. But of course, that will happen over time.
Okay, then.
Andy, good morning. Big Ram here, my brother. Blessings to you and the crew. I know I haven't talked to you in a long time, but I am locked on and listening to you every single day, my brother. Listening to the news from Trinidad. Listening to you.
I'll play a Big Ram, just on my will. I'll get a cut there. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Hi, good morning, Andy. Lennox, Mikey, Nigel, and to
Good
everybody
morning.
out there. Andy, first let me deal with a front burner issue. Lennox, you have people ringing down my phone, right? I can't get in touch with Lennox. How to get in touch with Lennox? Right there on the chat. And I had to tell somebody called Vidya that you don't see the chat, so you wouldn't know that she's addressing
true.
you, right? But there's
Yeah.
somebody there that needs to get in touch with you. Lennox, they need to answer your phone. After last night, people calling me why I'm not getting in touch with Lennox.
I saw some, but oh God, these days, I can tell you, I am so tired. We went to Tobago, and after the show, I just slept, and I thought they had left me, because when I got up, it was afternoon. in real afternoon, yeah. So I'm tired these days, but to simply, but that's no excuse. I ought to put some mechanism in place to get that part of it going. So
Yes,
I've
Lennox,
done
get
so. I've
somebody
done
to
so.
answer your phone and take
Anne-Marie
messages.
will be doing that from now on. Yeah.
Yeah, do that because a lot of people. No, I don't mind they calling me Lennox because we are all part of it, right?
Yes.
And as I tell them, I say I too try to get in touch with them to let them know people calling them, but I'm not getting through. And I say, you know what? I'm going to address it this morning that I know you will
Very
be
good. Very
hearing
good.
me.
Thanks very
right?
much. Thanks very much. It's a concern that I would have had as well. So we addressed that last night.
Yeah, you have to address that.
I'm going to Tobago, and boy, people just ringing and they don't know where I am, etc., etc. So I have to put a mechanism in place to treat with that. All right? Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I would like to address that caller, right? Now, it's very easy for you to say, move them, to move them. And when the government move them now, that is going to be another problem, right? Or she find everybody who were PNM and one set of who shot John, right? So it's very easy for it to say that. But why it is? But I find Mrs. Prasad Bisasha should be reading the Riot Act to these people, right? And if it is that you don't appreciate, we come in here and complaining about it, you know what to do, right? But we all have our voices, and we're going to let our voices be heard. Just like now, I am going to let my voice be heard concerning Faris Alwari. Faris Alwari has no shame to talk about this. This is a lynch away due process government. Imagine that, Lennox and Andy. This government is a lynch away. He forgot what he did with Vincent Nelson. He forgot when he said that UNC will have no vote in Parliament. And he devastated everybody went after him. He forgot when he used to change punctuation marks just to get their majority to pass bills. And you have no shame to come here and talk about a lynch away due process government. No, Faris, no. And then you have that other man, Vera. But you know what I find passing strange? And even Senator Allaha said it. He said it. The lady admitted that she was wrong. She admitted that she was wrong, and she eventually resigned. All the tracks are there. And you are coming, Vera's Independence, PNM Independence Center, Vera. What standing order she broke? So what happened to the spirit of commitment to the committee? Of doing right? You understand? So don't come and you have no moral authority, Faris, to talk about this is a lynch away government. And then Andy, and you don't want to play my voice, the rest of my voice after this. I'm going to say it now, right? These PNMites had no problem with Bridget Annie St. George being Rowley campaign manager and being the Speaker of the House for 10 years. They had no problem with Newman George, her husband, being Rowley campaign manager and sitting on how many state boards? 8 or 9 state boards, right? And he was one of those that was instrumental with the divers and them, right? These PNM had no problem with Jackie Lazarus as well, a Rowley campaign manager and sitting on the board of MTS. And I heard, I don't know if it's true what Tong say, that she got a house in Victoria Keys. I don't know her accent. Is it true? Right? How many briefs did Farah's wife get from the government? Right? How many rentals Farah's get from the government? So when you see these newbies, these wannabes politicians and them, because they get a little cover sweaters and say to sit in parliament, to come to talk about all what Saddam get and all what Saddam friends get and all who get and all who ain't get, and you speak of batting for who and who ain't batting for who, right? That is just a whole bunch of hogwash, right? Because Andy and Lennox, if you have a business, would you put your enemy to work with you? No, you won't. And we are seeing what it is going on now. You would put people who will seek your interests to work with you. So when these PNM and these newbies and them, these wannabes and them politicians and them want to come and talk about all who get in what, sit down, take a moral inventory of yourself, and then talk. Thanks a lot, Andy. Take care and have a good morning.
No problem, no problem. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Here with us, Trinidad and Tobago. Let me just take four quick numbers. Yeah, because I want to go for that very important break. Snipes, what played yesterday? What was the people picks? And what played? Did they win that very important money?
Yeah. And I say, well said, Miss Santa Cruz. Well said. Whilst we wait on Snipes,
go ahead.
Get into his records.
The numbers that were chosen yesterday by our callers were 32 shrimp, 14 money, 28 redfish, and 33 spider. The winning numbers yesterday, as of 10:30 a.m., we had the number 3, followed by the number 34, followed by 36, and the final winning number yesterday was the number 18, waterboat. Your capiche yesterday, Andy, was the number 15. So we got none of the numbers yesterday.
Wow. Oh boy, I don't know if the man jumping in now, because
you had the mind.
Yeah, since the fella or the one or two callers raised the issue based on the timing of this and to go in that 8 o'clock spot, I can't wait for the permission from management to do that, because it really does have a lot of kids in the vehicles of their parents and driving, and I really don't want this kind of thing in between the kids before they go to school.
Well, we're definitely going to work it out for next week.
It's a moral, it's a common sense, of course, and it is making certain that we instill the optimum opportunity or the ability to make use of the education and the learning processes that are required for the advancing of children from that age right up to adolescent and adulthood. So the more we expose them to positive, well, the better for the children.
All right, so let's head to the lines and get some numbers.
Yes. Go ahead, caller. What's your number for today?
Morning, Andy. Morning, Lennox. Myself. I like 16 today.
16. Why you like 16? I want to know. Controversy is a very controversial fellow. What is 16?
It is right. Oh God, the children listed. I just like 16.
All right, like 16. Okay, yes.
All right, okay. Well, the children listening, but I mean, he says 16. 16 is Jamet.
Yeah.
All right, let me just put that.
All right, I like that. 16. Yeah. Call back right after now. Let me just take some marks here, quick. Call back right after. What's your mark for today? A pleasant good morning.
Morning. Good morning, Andy.
Morning. This is the mark for today's segment. What's your mark for today?
Andy, me up in empty way. Tell you the truth, I don't pay empty.
Okay.
All right, call back.
You. Yeah, call back. Oh boy. And you know, online had all those marks proper. Was mentioned online, eh?
Online?
Yeah,
so maybe we should expand it.
Yeah. I feel we should expand it.
Take a look into that. We'll take a look into that.
We go take a look into that too. We should expand it for online too.
Rather than just live calls.
Yeah.
Let's look at and it might be much more speedier process as well.
Glory.
Who sent it, and that's it. Yeah.
Glory did say 36 yesterday. Zandu did score.
We have one here.
Hello.
Yeah.
We have one here. Good morning. What's your mark?
We lost them.
We lost.
Right.
Let's go again.
Zandu and Ruthless did say. Zandu Ruthless did say 34 and 36 yesterday.
All right.
He called it
maybe we
29,
have to
35,
expand it.
and 34. He did. So we really have to expand this thing.
So we would not limit it.
Yeah.
Limit it to live calls.
You see, it was designed to get people to interact via the phone rather than interact via just sending a message.
Just to hear the mind and
It would defeat the purpose if we allow them to give us the mark. And if they think they have the mark, then they give us a call. We have WhatsApp calls. It's not going to cost you anything.
Yeah. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
Oh boy, they the line man.
You see what that 2-9 line mark play yesterday, 36 and 18?
Yeah, boy.
They're shooting 3 line mark today. So the 3 line is 3, 12, 21, 30. My favorite will be 30. Gold water, they call that mark.
Old water.
Gold.
Gold water.
Gold. 18 is water and 30 is gold.
Oh.
So and we know about gold water.
We taking that 30?
Yeah, we taking that 30, boy.
30, yeah.
And that's why we
put money in 30.
That's why we like people to call, That's why. So at least we go here. I know about gold water. Go ahead, caller. What's your mark for today? It's that segment.
You're taking no contribution today?
No, after next.
After
caller.
the segment, caller.
Go ahead, caller. What's your mark for today?
I think Monday go.
I think yesterday they say yesterday he played 18.
18 was the last play yesterday.
Yesterday he played 18 yesterday, boy.
You're going to it again, caller?
Go 12.
12?
No, I'm going to. Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
All right, put the 12. That's boy.
King.
All right. Let's get the next one. I think it's just one more now. One more. Yes.
One more.
Yes, one more. Let's get out one more.
We'll take it here.
Go ahead.
Hello, welcome.
Good morning. What's your number?
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Lena.
Morning.
My maximum tomorrow is 29.
Is what?
29?
29, yeah.
29, okay.
29. Would you be able to tell us why quick?
Well, basically, sometimes there's never saying the drunk man drinking rum to 18 and 20 and go together.
Oh, I see.
And also a Friday mark most of the time.
Yeah. Remember Friday?
Most time mark could be 40. But 29 is time mark could be 30.
After work line.
Yeah, fine.
Thank you.
Okay, well.
Thank you. Oh boy. Well,
and your capiche?
Well, boy, one of them come for a while, and I think I'll go back with one.
All right.
Yeah.
You're minding that out.
So the numbers for today go as follow. We have 16 Jamet, 30 House Cat, 12 King, 29 Junkman, and Andy's capiche for today is the number 1. Good luck, everyone.
We go for that break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Gong Report. We'll be back.
Stamina Energy. Rise to the occasion.
Energy starts here. Yo, stamina energy. What I'm gonna energy. What I'm gonna energy is the drink to keep me pumping, baby. To keep me moving. To keep me grooving. To keep me pumping. All night and day. Energy right. So go all night. It's stamina energy. That give me life.
Stamina Energy. Rise to the occasion. Available now in strawberry lemonade. Only 5 calories. Pure energy.
Friday, 15th May is Pizza Party Day at Mario's Pizza.
Pizza.
And because it's also International Day of Families, we're bringing everyone together with an unbeatable deal.
Enjoy free family specialty pizzas for just $270. That's only $90 per pizza.
Choose from 6 delicious specialty options. But hurry, it's for one day only.
Because at Mario's, there's always something to celebrate.
Order now by calling 225-KING on the My Mario's app or visit mymarios.com. Mario's Pizza, just the way you like it.
More news, more access, more ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter on air and online. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Hey Trisha, I ain't seen you in a while. How business going?
Boy, business real slow these days, and advertising expensive.
You for real? You ain't hear about SBP?
What is that?
Small Business Package. You can advertise your business on radio. They cater for your budget.
You serious?
Yes, girl. Them fellows are Nix 99.1, Sweet 100.1, and Talk City 91.1. Real bigging up your thing.
What? No way. Tell me where, when, and how.
Call 622-4141. That number is 622-4141. And for more information, you can email ttttsales@ttt.co.tt.
I heading down Marfal Road now. That song ain't too good to be true.
Friday, 15th May is Pizza Party Day at Mario's Pizza.
And because it's also International Day of Families, we're bringing everyone together with an unbeatable deal.
Enjoy free family specialty pizzas for just $270. That's only $90 per pizza.
Choose from 6 delicious specialty options. But hurry, it's for one day only.
Because at Mario's, there's always something to celebrate.
Order now by calling 225-KING on the My Mario's app or visit mymarios.com. Mario's Pizza, just the way you like it.
But Johnny, how come your house is twice the size of mine, but my bill is twice the cost of yours? Johnny, what's going on, boy? How your bill so low? How your bill so low? I'm conserving energy. I switch the LED at the stun of the AC. And I'm saving real money. It's our responsibility for a brighter TNT. Cut the waste and you would see. Why everybody asking me? They asking how you been so low? How you been so low? TN Tech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Before the sun, before the road, the talk starts here. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Nice, Trinidad and Tobago. We are back. Time check. It's approximately 44 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. The lines are open to you. What's your front burner? What's supposed to make news that not making news? This is your voice, your platform. Oh boy. While we await, oh no boy, I have some voice notes. Let me just clear off those voice notes there. Oh boy. Because some of you really take your time, energy, and patience to send those voice notes.
Hi, good morning, Ground Report. When PNM was in power.
Oh boy. Right, let's continue. I'm going to do the honorable thing here, not to be disturbed. Right.
Hi, good morning, Ground Report. When PNM was in power, did the country know who was getting what contract, who was getting how much money, and all that? We know searching and the ministers going through the work to see all the money.
This director, this UNC director sitting on TTT board, Miss Lady, You should be ashamed to be talking and representing you.
Pleasant good morning, Andy and Mr. Lennox, and to all the members of the Ground Report family. Andy, I have a serious question. Is Mr. Victor Roberts still an alderman employed with the UNC? Right? I really want to find out if he is still employed or if he have been fired or removed from that position as yet. Because Mr. Victor Roberts, for the longest while I have been seeing him going on the social platform and basically attacking this government, right? And if he is still employed as a alderman with the UNC, then they need to remove him. Right? It is time that they need to address the Victor Roberts situation and get rid of him, because I'm sure it have loyal persons in the UNC who can fill his position. We cannot continue to allow traitors who openly chastise and try to bring down this government. Right? We need to nip it in the bud. And I wanted to find out if he is still employed as an alderman with the UNC. If he is still employed, it is time that our Honorable Prime Minister deal with him once and for all. He needs to be removed. If he have a problem, then he needs to go back to the PNM where he belongs, because you cannot be drawing a salary on the UNC pay and turning around and trying to undermine and break down the government. That is a betrayal. That is a nimakaram.
Oh boy. Lennox Smith, would you be able to answer that? Is he still a alderman there? And
yes, from my understanding, he still is. So, of course, she's speaking to want to have the cake and still eat it.
Right, but could they move him? Is it possible? By law,
of course.
could they move him?
Yeah.
Is it easy? Is it easy to? I don't know, just asking so people will have an idea. I don't know.
Yes, there might be some challenges, because you have to be written, and then I think, he has to do that himself. It's very difficult. He got into office just as the councillors, and even though he didn't contest. Yeah,
and you can't move them, and you can't move them.
No.
Check it out, right? Check and see what is he going to do.
I'll check it out because I seen him something as a councillor. If the electorate vote you in, nobody could move you.
Right, as a councillor, we're talking.
In his case, he is there because the UNC would have gathered certain amount of seats on the council. Because I think right now, they half on that council. I think the PNM might have had the edge in that particular council as well right now, because I think somebody had crossed the floor again. So by their conduct. So I will look into it, because it's something that that is important, having regard to the fact that he's there on the behest of the UNC, and as an alderman, not an elected person, even though elected person can of course switch and cross the floor in various situations. All right, I'll look at it. Go ahead.
Wow. Yeah. Interesting. That is all I will see.
Yeah, but because it's a moral and ethical thing, if you're doing that,
nobody here.
You don't have to have your cake and eat it. Go ahead.
Regarding CARICOM, let us not forget the past, people. Let's go back in time to see why we are where we are with CARICOM. Once upon a time, Trinidad and Tobago used to supply the Caribbean with fuel because we had the ability to. Not only that, we used to be something of an ATM. Yes, I'll bring back that phrase, right, for CARICOM. Then Hugo Chavez, aided and abetted by the Russians and the Chinese, and later the Iranians, started to supply CARICOM with fuel. And they basically squeezed us out of the market because that fuel they were getting was at a basically free. It used to be forgiven. Now, why would countries do that? In politics, there's only two things: ideology and interest. There's no charity. Why would that happen? Because that was a vehicle to capture CARICOM. Capture by who? China, for the most part. Why? It's not for their resources or anything CARICOM really has. It's for their votes in the United Nations. That's how China dominates the United Nations and other United Nations agencies like the WHO. Right? So, CARICOM went that way in their interest. Free fuel, and all they had to do is vote for China. Okay. Well, what that means is that CARICOM, the intentions that it was set up for, are now corrupted. It's just a face for me. In reality, and the Venezuela issue, the Venezuela conflict proved it. In reality, CARICOM doesn't really exist because two CARICOM neighbors, Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana, instead of the rest of CARICOM backing us in the Venezuela conflict, they backed Venezuela because China was involved, Russia is involved, and Iran was involved. And that's how they get their fuel, nice cheap fuel, which keep those leaders in power because they keep their people with getting nice cheap fuel. Their interests. Well, in our interests, I think we should abandon CARICOM. That's my opinion. Wow. I understand the government isn't going to do that. That's fine. And my point is, the government needs to proceed with CARICOM strictly on ideological and interest positions. No charity, no friendship, no nothing like that. Because I think we were doing that before in the hope of reciprocation, but it didn't happen. And the stab in the back was that sneaky meeting to install the Secretary General. And now they're making an issue of India's visit that, we put India before CARICOM. And I'm glad we did, because it was in our interest to sign bilateral arrangements with India. India is a growing empire, and it needs a lot of what we have, right? That's the confidence, another example of confidence in Trinidad and Tobago from foreign countries and companies, right? As they have lost confidence in the Middle East for their energy and other petroleum products. So we need to look at this thing strictly politically now, ideological and interest positions.
Thank you very much. What we're going to do is take that needed break and come back. When we come back more, right here on the Gong Report, we'll be back.
TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Friday, 15th May is Pizza Party Day at Mario's Pizza.
And because it's also International Day of Families, we're bringing everyone together with an unbeatable deal.
Enjoy free family specialty pizzas for just $270. That's only $90 per pizza.
Choose from 6 delicious specialty options. But hurry, it's for one day only.
Because at Mario's, there's always something to celebrate.
Order now by calling 225-KING on the My Mario's app or visit mymarios.com. Mario's Pizza, just the way you like it.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death. Before conducting repairs close to overhead lines or the point of connection to your home, contact Tech to request a temporary disconnection. When driving tall vehicles, ensure they do not exceed 15 feet. Do not lift lines to allow vehicles to pass. When carrying out underground works, contact Tech's area offices to ensure there are no underground conductors and cables before digging. At Tech, safety is our priority. Tech, the power to make it work.
Dad's eyes don't quit, and neither does he. Treat Dad at Value Optical with 40% off frames this Father's Day. Upgrade his vision for real life. Clear vision, all-day comfort, no interruptions. With flexible payment options from CredIQ, he can see now and pay later. Plus, win $15,000 in vouchers and luxury car rentals from Sixth Rent-A-Car and SS Mobility. Call toll-free 800-2020 or visit any Value Optical nationwide. Available until June 21st. Conditions apply. Value Optical. Expert care for your eyes.
Friday, 15th May is Pizza Party Day at at Mario's Pizza.
And because it's also International Day of Families, we're bringing everyone together with an unbeatable deal.
Enjoy free family specialty pizzas for just $270. That's only $90 per pizza.
Choose from 6 delicious specialty options. But hurry, it's for one day only.
Because at Mario's, there's always something to celebrate.
Order now by calling 225-KING on the My Mario's app or visit mymarios.com. Mario's Pizza. Just the way you like it.
Hard-hitting, unfiltered, no scripts, no spin. This is Off the Record. Off the Record. With Stefan and Mr. X, where critical thinking meets real talk in real time. The conversations others avoid, we take them head-on. Interactive, informative, entertaining, AI-assisted, and driven by your voice. Politics, society, culture, and the issues shaping now. No rehearsals, no apologies, just facts, fire, and fearless discussion. Off the Record. Weekdays 9 a.m. to 12 noon on Talk City 91.1 FM. Off the Record.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check at 3 minutes here, 3 minutes to the hour of 8 o'clock. To 8 o'clock.
To the news.
Yeah, so
to the news, 8 o'clock news. Yesterday, of course, there are about 3 other things that we didn't touch that maybe we can quickly, of course, at least mention before we get to the news, and that is, of course,
this person waiting hold on since before.
Oh, yes, but go ahead, and then
go ahead, call quick. Yeah,
Hi, good morning, gentlemen. Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Gentlemen, I am calling from Brazil Village.
Brazil Village.
It has been 3 weeks without getting any water, sir. Right? And when Jaram Simangal was there between 2010 and 2015, he did a great job for us. But he lost election. They vote Maxi Coffee. We suffered for that last 5 years. Then they vote Cummins, and we suffered another 5 years again. And now here we have Philip Watts, who's doing nothing for us, nothing for the people in Brazil Village. And we are suffering for water, sir. I don't know if you all could call Wasa or talk to Barry Pararat, and that's what's going on. Please, we are suffering for water. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. How long? Quickly.
3 weeks. 3 weeks now. 3 weeks now.
3 weeks. Okay. All right. Brazil
Village.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm sure why I ask is because I'm sure that they are listening or they will have their tentacles out. So I expect that some overture will be made.
Okay then. Oh boy, it's 2 minutes. Yes, it's 2 minutes. Yes, you are touch on whatever by the meanwhile.
But yeah, just that OWTU have been signing another arrangement they have made for training in preparation for the reinstatement of the oil refinery. So things are moving ahead there. And then TNTech workers, well, their cost of living, they have just concluded arrangements for that. I think it's $131 million in total, and I think that they would start getting their monies long outstanding, I think, from today, and I think there's another tranche in the not too distant future. So that is another development that is taking place, very, very positive. But I like the idea that the oil refinery is moving expeditiously ahead, having regard, of course, to the statement made by the government and the Prime Minister, even as an election campaign promise. So we look forward to that. And again, in keeping with what? With the fact that, yes, better days are coming. We of course, we are here for the news, and when we come back, more on this edition of the Ground Report.
Good morning. This is your TDT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. According to the World Health Organization, polycystic ovarian syndrome, or PCOS, affects roughly 10% of women worldwide. But in the Caribbean region, prevalence rates are notably higher, with specific populations reaching between 20 and 24%. Consultant OBGYN Dr. Roshni Bisundat explained that PCOS was renamed to PMOS on May 12, 2026, and why.
the endocrine metabolic ovarian syndrome, big word, is extremely significant because it changes how the condition is understood medically and publicly. And for many years, PCOS narrowed the attention mainly to the ovaries and fertility, when in reality, it's a whole body hormonal and a metabolic disorder. So this new terminology really recognizes the broader endocrine and metabolic effects that really impact women throughout their lives, and not only during their reproductive years.
Dr. Bissunat outlined the range of symptoms which signals that a woman has PMOS and would need to have those issues addressed.
Central to this is something called insulin resistance, and then elevated insulin levels stimulate excess androgens, which you might know as testosterone, and this contributes to irregular periods, acne, excess hair growth, scalp hair thinning, and ovulation problems. And the reproductive symptoms are often only one part of the larger endocrine and metabolic disorder involving blood glucose regulation, that inflammation, and long-term cardiovascular risk.
Dr. Bissunat explained that the name change will encourage doctors to look holistically at PMOS as a metabolic and hormonal disorder rather than strictly a gynecological or fertility issue. And the good news is that with the right care and lifestyle changes, PMOS is treatable and its symptoms effectively controlled. In other news, the Ansa McCall Group is eyeing 2 new international markets. Speaking to the media on Wednesday, CEO Anthony Sabga III said the company is pursuing opportunities, particularly in Africa and Venezuela. As Group Chief Financial Officer Nicholas Jackman noted, the group has surpassed last year's performance across several key metrics. This announcement as Ansa McCall presented its group financial results for the period ending March 31st, 2026, on Wednesday at the Salmon Estate on Hayes Street, St. Clair.
That the group revenue increased 6% year-on-year, up to $1.848 billion. Now that may sound like a steady number, but I think here's the important point. This is the result of diversified and structural growth across all our industries. Our profitability tells a deeper story. First quarter, profit before tax up 7%, and earnings per share up 18%.
The brewing arm remains the group's main revenue driver and, along with construction, manufacturing and packaging, contributes 50% of total revenue. Mr. Jackman said the group's strong finances provide strategic optionality for growth, while CEO Anthony N. Sabga III noted it continues to explore new investment opportunities.
There are items for which there are new markets that we're considering, certainly Africa amongst others. And, we will make those investments as and when. We tend to look for markets within which our products or services may find an interesting agenda, and also where there are opportunities to deploy capital alongside where we have technological and human capabilities.
According to the Ansa McCall CEO, the company continues to build momentum and is recording profitability. And that was your Utility News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. From the entire team here to you, have a great day.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
The government's commitment to expanding digital access in education is now reaching students in Tobago. Under its policy framework, there is a clear focus on ensuring equitable access to learning tools, using technology to support both teaching and student development in a modern environment. That commitment was delivered through the Learning Without Limits Laptop for Every Child initiative. At Mason Hall Secondary, the rollout officially began some months ago. Minister of Education, Dr. The Honorable Michael Dowlett said the scale of distribution reflects the government's intent to reach every child.
We have walked to Tobago, well actually we flew it across, sufficient laptops, close to 1,000 for every Form 1 student in Tobago. And we are starting right here at Mason Hall Secondary. So starting from today, by the end of this week, every Form 1 student in Tobago will have their laptops.
Ensuring that level of success is part of a wider goal to reduce gaps within the education system and give every child the tools needed to succeed. But the initiative is not just about access. It is also about how students experience learning.
So as part of our commitment to preparing our students for the future, every laptop distributed under this initiative now comes equipped with an AI-powered learning tool, as you saw, and we'll display it in a little bit. And this is a leap forward in how we are personalizing and individualizing education for each one of our learners.
Minister of Education, Dr. The Honorable Michael Dowlath, on the continued rollout of the Laptop for Every Child initiative in Tobago, delivering on the government's commitment to equipable technology-driven education. This has been Inside Education, highlighting progress in the education sector.
This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
History in the rhythm. Issues in the spotlight. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra. And right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team, as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. It's approximately 8 minutes past the hour. Yes, 8 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. And you listen to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Well, where do I go from here now? Because it's real hard rendering some of the things that you'll bounce up. Like, for instance,
let's take some calls.
I
think we have a call. Good morning. Welcome.
Morning.
Yes, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Lennox and Andy. This is our call up from Rio Claro. It's calling the Ground Report in 104.7.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I happen to be on the station. Now, Andy and Lennox, I want to address something. It is alleged, yes, I'm a supporter of the United National Congress for years since I know myself as a supporter from Rio Claro. But we have an issue with the farm, the Moral Valley farm. It is alleged the most corrupted institution right now is the Moral Valley farm. And I would like Ravi to look at the report. I spoke to him. He's supposed to come up there, and he ain't come up yet. But it's the most corrupted institution right now. And it is alleged, but it's a fact. But I will say it is alleged, Andy and Lennox. I would like to look at that one, especially Lennox Smith. The man what running that farm is a former older man of the Rio Claro Miaro Regional Corporation. And when he's supposed to have about 15 workers, he paying 5. And I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, but that farm you're talking about, is that a state enterprise or is that private?
The farm, it have a wall bill for $3.something million sometime just before PNM lost election. And nothing never done there.
Right.
So I would like you and Lennox to look into it for me, and I will call you back later.
Yeah, Rio Claro, before you go, is that
it's a state, I understand it to be a state.
It's a state.
A state enterprise,
Okay, then. Let's get the next call here. Let's get the next call.
Not well known as that in Palisico as well. Some of these things, they don't make the news, but they exist, and people, of course, feed off of it for whatever reason.
Nice. Go ahead. Next caller. Pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning.
Morning, Andy and Mr. Lennox.
Good morning.
I want to say two things. And I don't know if you might disagree with me, Mr. Lennox and Andy. What I want to say, it have some, how to put it then? It's have about 2 or 3 of them to get contract. But one get the contract on the hand. The daughter is a police, and it's the mother who get it, put it in the daughter's name, and she getting pension and she getting NIS. I want to know if that is right, Mr. Andy and Lennox. Because it has people who are working on higher education, they can get none. It says everything is on the hand. This is right. It has one man waiting right now to get the contract and all too, because she had to get two. Right by me here in Dover Village. And you know who talking to him. And you know who talking.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Next caller, morning caller. Where you calling from? What's your contribution to the Ground Report this morning?
Morning, Andy.
Good morning.
Nice.
Yes.
Controversy. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was calling to earlier before the mark. I was into Miss Santa Cruz, right? And she was trying to explain about the government and why with PNM that the fires and all them who do this and who do get contract and who do. Are we debating still for an election? I don't want to find out, because we're trying to say, okay, because PNM do that and they had friends and family, that the UNC should follow in the same footstep and it shouldn't be a problem, right? Are we wanting a change or exchange? What is really going on? Because we're trying to justify what the UNC did because of what the PNM did. It's supposed to be, okay, we want to do this better. We should be watching what the PNM, yes, we could watch and say, okay, they did this, and we don't want to follow in that suit. We want to make it better. So don't try to justify the UNC doing something. Because the PNM do it, it is good for the UNC too, and nobody mustn't say anything. We should be wanting better for ourselves. We should be saying, because look at that, the PNM had the friends and family. We have a new institution here, it don't have no friends and family in it, and we could get it running and working properly. We don't look to justify, right? Don't justify because the PNM do that. If the PNM do what's wrong, don't let the UNC do it and say the PNM did do that, so we shouldn't talk about. No, we should want to do better. We should show the PNM that we're not doing that. All they keep that, all they wanted to hire friends and family, we're not doing that. We do it our own way. Don't justify. We want it to be better. All right? That's what I have to say. All right, man.
Thank you very much. And I'm going to send a special early birthday shout out to Miss Michelle Maharaj, school teacher from Sandy Grande, celebrating her 50th birthday on May the 16th, which is tomorrow, please God. That's my daughter's birthday too. Wishing her a wonderful and blessed day filled with love, joy, and happiness. Lots of love from your husband, Bizram, your 2 children, your sisters, Melissa, Maharaj, Cindy, Lohan, and Crystal from Tobago. All right, let's continue. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, Andy, Uncle Lennox, night Trinidad and Tobago. Let's be other brother keepers and sharing love. Help one another indeed. Uncle Lennox, is the passing of Miss Roberts in the corporation in Siparia. Right? That is why the PNM have the upper hand, more or less on an equal balance with the chairman. The chairman can swing the vote. Because we lost Miss Roberts through violence and domestic violence, right? Yeah.
Right, yes.
So that's why.
We lost one, yes.
Yeah, so that is why.
Plus somebody caused the floor as well.
Jason Ali.
Yeah.
Councillor Jason Ali. Yeah. So that is where they hang on the corporation. So that is why certain things can be done until an election call and we get a fresh mandate by the people.
Yeah, but so could they move Alderman?
Alderman.
Could they, or it's not just easy like that? Let me see Lennox. Let me see. Yeah. Could they?
They don't have the votes. They don't have enough votes in the council.
Or they don't have enough votes in the council to move him?
Yeah, because remember, one died and one crossed the floor.
And he's not elected. The alderman is not elected. Is a party operative that they would have put there ostensibly. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Thank you very much. Next caller. Pleasant good morning to you. Where are you calling from? What's your contribution on the ground report this morning?
Lennox and Andy.
Yep.
I have realized that sooner or later that this question or debate that comes about how the UNC will distribute the spoils of victory, and now it is beginning to rear its head. And I am convinced that we can't go back and give PNM people contract. We cannot do that. They benefited for 10 years doing all kind of things. We have to give UNC people qualified in the UNC to get contracts and do whatever we have to do. We can't go back and give those fat cats everything. This is against what we vote. They benefited for 10 years. They destroyed this country for 10 years. They get everything. I am so disgusted in their behavior now, coming to claim that they want equality in the distribution of contracts and whatnot. What they were doing all the time, they were not giving UNC people anything, you know. CPEP contractors, all the PNM people, man, look, them PNM should go to hell, you know, because they can't be doing that now. They're coming to demand equality now when they was not equal, when they had that whole 10 years of inequality. And I want to remind this country about, Andy and Lennox, I want to tell this country something. I can remember when a certain PNM official created a whole foundation, the Halakonia Foundations, where only PNM people were given scholarships to go to universities overseas. Not one, they didn't consider about equality at the time. Look at the NHA houses, how they give out their houses. UNC people have to stand up and take what is theirs now. I am not saying that to be biased, but you have to share the thing equally. For 10 years it was unequal. Now it have to be equal now. Thank you very much, Lennox and Andy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Morning.
Good morning.
Trinidad and Tobago, and everybody in the chat, Mike, anybody else, Lennox. Lennox, and
go ahead, we are listening. You're getting a background there. Go ahead, caller, we listening. Go ahead.
We have a lot of calls on this side if that person.
All right. Well, you go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
And thank you, Snipes. Because too long, all of the program too one-sided. I firstly want to say good morning to everyone. And this is the caller, what he said concerning Santa Cruz and callers like her, all are going on a bad road. And that people with education for years, I'm telling you that, Andy, that been listening to this program, boy. The kind of heights of people that meet me in the road, from special force officers, from CID officers, I say good morning to all of them. Big senior officers, police, firemen, soldiers, MP for this, name it, people that been listening to this program. Or let us say share, people that share. And people that meet me in the road. We can't want to say the PNM did this, and why many the UNC do that? UNC looking bad right now where it comes to certain things, where contracts and these things is given out. We know this. We know this as a fact. And we need to face it. How long we can go down the road the UNC and the PNM coming out, but they were sharing this and sharing that? Huh? Or look at me call what happened to me. It wasn't a year. And this is not more alleged. I tell you, the chairman called someone and said, Fitzgerald Hines, if word of mouth is I saying it, Fitzgerald Hines said to take back Anderson Wilson contract. It wasn't a year. And I had to beg for 10 years to make sure my children survive and do little and I work when I get my partner get a canal to do, he call me. And we are seeing right now, I mean, when you see when everybody wins, But see, but all the people now, not when I say but all the people. I mean Indian people alone. I mean them who just turn you and see. All the see, but all the people watching, people looking along. And we want to come on the radio and say, believe it this year, PNM, the people vote on PNM for that. People rally with all the Andy. I'm going to come to this thing now. But who get interest? You just always say, Andy, poor man don't want to hear who get interest, you know. Because there are people in the beat and say, even tell me your mother so shoot you. There are people in Lavandale that do that. There are people in Shogodas, you can't tell them how the mother make them. Because you get a bullet at the end of the day. We just face chefs every day. Every day we just face that. Right? We don't want to hear who threatening who now. We want to know where the next bread and butter coming from by as poor people. People want little jobs to go to PNM for that. And single parents and broken homes. There are some children go up with the mother dead, the father dead. And them alone with about 9, 7 children. Huh? And that's some of them who should work CPEP. And that's CPEP contractors with PNM and they was corrupted. Them alone get eat. You know what eat? Eat is the going report layman terms. Them alone eat their food. And what are they doing now? If all they put all the UNC people in place, that not they can eat their food, but hire the right side of people, UNC people watching and they're afraid to talk. They're afraid to talk. A lot of all afraid to talk. As I said, PNM people in charge. Right now, presently, as I speak, it's PNM people in charge. Or a UNC minister making us a friend. I said a friend only making, I still going to court to federalize. He says INC get people to throw water on you. It has nothing people ain't go through. I will be PNM. And only watching all the ministers have some kind of PNM advisor or some kind of stupidness. That's when you see that's how everybody went. UNC people watching, I said PNM people working in high places. I tell you, let's get PNM and the PNM is to deal with serious. They said sprinting and taking advice from PNM people. We can't do what the PNM do. We're to show for a better country. I know the honorable Prime Minister want to see that. But someone in Kenya on that. And somebody what's that? They're still cheering. And that goes to all the big people. There's still people on the whole who can hear the feel. And if the UNC want to feel politically, it's up to them. If everybody wants to go there 5 years and fill the pockets, fill the family pocket, they live nice, and forget the rest of the country, that ought to stop. But that ought to stop. The police are forced, they did enough force to do anything without any kind of law passing. Right? So what the police want to do, they could do. They want to know where the next bread and butter coming from dread. UNC people run. They make sure they close down.
Thank you, Anderson. Thank you, Anderson. I think they got your point. I think they got your point, and I don't know why
we have another caller.
Lennox and Andy sitting here and allowing you to repeat over and over. I understand that you're venting, but at some point we have to go to another call.
Guys,
okay.
Oh boy, the only thing that I agree with him on totally, that is really and truly all over the place, and that is the tune that is being sing, that is the talk being talk. People don't want to hear nothing, no prayers. They don't want to hear what you engaged did. That all they want to know is where the next bread and butter coming from. The people want work.
But he also raised a very significant point, and I have not examined it critically to verify or to refute what he has said, and that is, we have said from time immemorial that political appointees must be afforded political office. And if there are political offices and opportunities, then the party in government must fill those offices with people that is consistent, not only consistent, but would adhere to the philosophy and the advancement of the party. What he is alluding to is that it appears that political offices are being filled with persons that are not of that ilk, and therefore you are sowing the seeds not just of discord, but of limited time in office. That is what I gathered from him, and that to me is not something that is politically wise or sagacious. Yeah.
Nice. Oh boy.
We have a
Go
call.
ahead, caller.
Yeah.
Andy.
My brother.
Good morning, Lennox. Good
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Andy.
Yes.
You know, I came home. I went Faizabad. I come again. I went down from by the minister. I went down by the president. We walked from by the president straight down to the Red House. Andy, from the bottom of my heart, Andy, I disappointed with the government.
Why are you disappointed with them? Based on what?
Everything.
Would you be able to at least give us 2 reasons why you're
crime, no work for the people who support the government for so long, struggle, nothing to eat, nothing to drink. No, you coming forward, you doing the same thing, even worse than Rowley. I say so. I'm not happy. I'm not happy, Andy. I'm not happy. Remember, it's not affecting me, you know, but I feel sorry for the people. I go on. Right.
Okay, thank you very much, caller.
I would have liked to ask him, and I'm sure that he's listening, if he's seeing on the horizon any improvement, potential for improvement, because that is where we are. We have seen, of course, all of these developments. The government has moved right in terms of its geopolitical stance.
Yeah, but look, all right, caller, but look, Lennox Smith want to ask you, if it is, Lennox Smith, you ask the caller what you want to ask.
Yeah. Oh, he's here still?
Yeah.
I just want to find out from him if you are optimistic that the situation will turn around, having regard to the situation with oil investment and all of that. Go ahead, yeah.
The situation, Lennox Smith, you're talking about, that's all right, the situation.
Yes, I understand, Lennox.
Hold on, the situation you're talking about, Lennox Smith, is what? That eventually the people that support the government that at this point in time have not been politically awarded, be awarded or be, what? That's what you're talking about?
Rewarded, yeah.
Rewarded?
Lennox, yeah. I think they should have Lennox, I think they should have some mechanism in place. Mm-hmm. You see, like when you're going to Santa Cruz, the grass is so high, higher than the cocoa fields. You should have the same way you open your mouth and you support Trump, have the same Trump for money to help the same people in Trinidad has been suffering for the past 10 years. You can't represent Trump. Trump is a nastiness, and you're asking him for money to help the people in Trinidad and Tobago. I think the government wasting time, relaxing. We cannot allow the people to suffer like that. That is my point of view. And my point of view is not wrong because Lennox, I fight about with me, you, Andy. I was in your van when the fellow from Faizabad, I don't even hear his name no more. When you drop me back down to my vehicle, I travel and come home.
Oh, yeah, you are the guy.
Yeah, you should come on the protest.
I was only by David. I came on by David Mohammed with Tuna Puna. I don't even hear nothing but Tuna Puna. I travel and take flight and come and protest with the people that's suffering in Trinidad. And I think it's time Kamala Prasad-Bichette, our Prime Minister, she needs to get up and move faster than this. Time is running out.
Right. I hear you.
All right. Thank you. Yes, caller, go ahead.
Do you think it's a bit early to talk about running out of time?
I really have to come back on this issue here, you know.
Yeah.
Because is there something that is burning me? I am a strong UNC supporter from the day from so long, right? But you know what is bothering me? Because I cannot understand. After the Prime Minister of this country, the Honorable Kamala Prasad-Bissessar, said that the UNC has some of the most brilliant lawyers in the country. And she is the first person to make that move and brought a man who had served in the PNM as AG for two terms and put him in the second highest position in this country. We didn't vote for him. He was not voted to be put in that highest position. And this has made me upset for a long, long time. I've been bearing this inside of me. And I cannot see how a man who has persecuted and prosecuted the founding father of this UNC party be given a position as Attorney General of this country. He made 3 political speeches and he attended 3 meetings, 3 meetings of the UNC before the election. And he was given the highest post. Remember, this man, he said that he came to save this country. So while he was in the PNM for 2 terms as AG and being in the party all that time, he was not saving the country because he was watching the country being destroyed. And if that is the position the Prime Minister of this country should take by putting this man as the AG, is an insult to telling these lawyers in the UNC that they are not good enough to be Attorney General, and the PNM has the better Attorney General, so we bring a PNM Attorney General to be a UNC Attorney General. This man has been serving this country in 3 terms as Attorney General, and this has upset me very much, because if you save in the country all the time, then why are you coming to say the PNM did bad now and you want to save the country? Why didn't open your mouth when you was there in the PNM and say all the wrong things the PNM was doing?
Thank you very much. We got the point again. Next caller. Morning.
Morning, Andy and Lennox again, and everybody.
Good morning.
Uncle Lennox.
Yes. Very interesting. Go ahead.
Who you was talking to? That is the gentleman from America?
Yeah. Who come down?
Yes, that's the gentleman, yeah. I think
because
it would have been coming from by you or to you, as the case may be, that time when we were participating in the Labor Day procession, yeah.
Yeah, because when I say so, you remember everything. I tell a good morning, and I used to always try to remember his name and to ask about him.
Yes,
but
yeah, he's around.
I know he doesn't always come down.
He has made his presence felt today. Yes.
Yeah,
I know.
Very interesting developments.
Right? So Norris is his name. So you can always hail him out, Norris.
Yeah.
Norris,
Andy,
yeah. So,
Norris.
Andy, now, you see, when supporters
we had to go for break right
talk,
after USA, not too, you don't have too long, but go ahead.
Yeah. No, but when supporters open their mouth and talk, it seems like they're going against the party. But enough is enough, really. Because you see them playing, the PNM using the strategy now to push the narrative that they want everything now. While they was in power, India have the Westmoreland section down there is dilapidated. And every Friday now we asking for water, asking for road, and they're asking for work. They don't want to ask for stay-free part in Maloney now, when they could not get the children and they could have offered it in the PNM time. So have a nice day, Andy. So the supporters of the UNC ask for all the pound of flesh. Have a nice day.
But before you go, yeah. Do you believe that the people that are talking out now, that they are right to? Do you believe that the government is taking too long to deal with their supporters? And
yes, because
go ahead, let's hear.
Yes, it's right. They're taking too long. Besides taking too long, people have eyes to see, people have nose to smell. If you change certain projects and you do certain things, but yet still you put in affiliates of the PNM in key position, and yet still, the last time you are wrong, the supporters keep waiting, and hold on to faith. And yet still you have not seen about your constituents, your supporters, the way it should be. A selected few is enjoying the fruit of the labor, and the people are talking out is that they're greedy because they expect, they pound our flesh just like what the PNM does do. Is the PNM want to say that their supporters are entitled for supporting them and they must be rewarded. The PNM, the UNC supporters who support the UNC and work for the UNC must not be entitled.
But let me ask you something.
I find it dragging the foot too long.
Yeah. Did they not, after removing the CPEP, the URP, the forestries, that they start up programs and paying more? Is the people benefiting from those programs that were start up? Are they not getting employed?
Yes, and this is what I'm talking about. The program is, because of proper management and check and balance, it's becoming too slow, right? And it should have been organized in a way that across the country in the corporations of the UNC service, say, madam, you're supposed to see more things happening like that. Because you see that outrolled, yes, they're doing it. And see how much people is being reaching to. Is the slow pace it happening, right? And it seems as though the East-West Corridor, all the pilot program, all the project is taking place in certain places, just like the farm program, the agriculture program. Look at it, it's in Central again. The potato, sweet potato man and everybody is in Central. What about the outskirts? What Barco, what Pinal, what Kidras, what Erin, what Point Fortin, what about Chatham, what about Sandy Granny, what about Toko, Valencia, Rio Claro, Moruga, them is places. The agriculture program, there is agriculture area too. So this is what they're talking about. Try and spread the program across the country. And it is just moving at a slower pace because we don't have money. We know that, right? And this is what they're supposed to come out and talk about, the debt that the PNM leave. And this is where everybody will contradict themselves because they want things done, but they don't have the money. And nobody is talking about what the debt they do. Heritage right now, you can't get a contract in it because the PNM gives 2 years contract, 3 years contract to the friends and financiers inside there and leave it. So you can get where you can get employment and give contractors work. Just imagine, look what they do with the IPO, the OPR, with the housing, private partner participation, public, and they come at the tight up. So that is all the PNM doing, and people are not talking about it. But the supporters and them now find that they should get something right away. Is that other programs is supposed to open in their areas? That's what I'm talking about. That's what they're looking at. They don't check and see where the programs and the higher paying jobs is. Yeah? See where it opens.
All right.
Have a nice day, Andy.
Thank you so much. Let's go for that.
Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. Of course.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most. On air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Dad's eyes don't quit, and neither does he. Treat Dad at Value Optical with 40% off frames this Father's Day. Upgrade his vision for real life. Clear vision, all-day comfort, no interruptions. With flexible payment options from CredIQ, he can see now and pay later. Plus, win $15,000 in vouchers and luxury car rentals from Sixt Rent-A-Car and SS Mobility. Call toll-free 800-2020 or visit any Value Optical nationwide. Available until June 21st. Conditions apply. Value Optical. Expert care for your eyes.
Trinidad! Trinidad!
Are you ready?
South Trinidad!
Are you ready now?
By public demand, coming to Sapa. Laugh till your belly bust part 2.
This is the encore.
In partnership with Talk City 91.1 FM and TTT Limited. Sunday, 17th May, showtime, 6 p.m. sharp. Come see Victor St. Louis Pell and all his funny friends.
Dr. Kenneth, I can't hear at all. My ears in trouble. Well, I could fix that for you, but it go cost 3,000. So much? I thought you can't hear.
The Saint.
In Trinidad, when you
call the police and say a man breaking in your house. They say the man has commit no crime yet. When he done break in, call me back.
Louis Spider-Man Antoine, Andrew Friday, Kenneth Sipasa.
Hey, a black couple have a white baby. The husband asks the wife, how that baby come out white? She said, boy, he eat too much magnesia. The husband said, but how he eye come out blue? She said, he eat piece of the bottle.
And we are honoring Tommy Joseph, one of Caribbean's top comedian. Added to the cast, Damien Melville. And Paniska is back. Laugh till your belly busts. Get your tickets now. General tickets are priced at $200. VIP $350. And Legend Sports Bar, 22 Agard Road, Point Fortin. Senga's Restaurant, number 65, High Street, Saparia, opposite Massey Stores. Deb's Barbershop, Cookier, Pies Bar, Maraval Road, Joanne's Bar, Los Charros, and IslandEtickets.com. It's happening on the 17th of May at 6 p.m. sharp. For more information, call 278-5892. Laugh till your belly busts.
Talk City 91.1. Bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before. A brand new era of talk radio is here.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. It's 42 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. And we're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Again, let me say a pleasant good morning to all my drivers. All my drivers, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting our sister Isle Tobago. My brothers and sisters in Tobago, a pleasant good morning to you all. And thanks so much for choosing Talk City 91.1 FM, the Ground Report. And don't forget, don't change your dial. Coming up next is Off the Records with Stefan. Yes, Stefan Rees and Mr. X, okay? So let us switch that dial. And for those of you,
for a moment I thought,
for those of you that
those callers coming in fast and furious, I thought they wouldn't give us a chance to get in the word of the day.
Yeah, boy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, coming fast and furious, fast and furious.
And for those of you, for those of them, I just want to say one moment. For those of you that sending message, hey, cut off those callers, cut off those callers, cut off those callers. The Ground Report cannot do that. We cannot operate like the PNM. Our Prime Minister, the Honorable Kamala Prasad Visesa, believe in democracy, believe in freedom of expression and people having a voice to speak out what it is they don't believe in, what the thing in, without being victimized. And that is a lady that I will always admire. And I think that I'll be doing an injustice to Kamala Prasad Visesa if anybody that have any constructive criticism about the UNC, I cut them off. I cannot do that. The Honorable Prime Minister will vex with me if I do such that thing. Go ahead, Lennox Smith, based on a belief.
Having said that, I don't want it to not even to appear, to have the notion that anybody would use the Honorable Attorney General as a scapegoat for an agenda that really does not exist. In fact, I want to say and commend at the same time the Prime Minister, because that positioning of John Jeremy in the position that she has put him in really truly is a masterpiece in political sagaciousness. Let me repeat, a masterpiece in political sagaciousness. Not only has she been able to neutralize the so-called race card. Notice that the so-called race card, it is not that the UNC doesn't have equally qualified persons as attorneys to be in that position. But what she has done is really, and I observed it for the longest while, but I got the opportunity today to let people understand that that position there, his experience and the fact that, yes, he would have prosecuted and maybe persecuted in another dispensation under the PNM, but you could imagine, and it did in fact attract a lot of criticism of Jeremy himself. In fact, the former Prime Minister, Dr. Rowley, went after him went after Jeremy, because he understood the significance of that political masterpiece created and engendered by Kamala Prasad Misesa. So don't ever underestimate that position. Yes, there are people who are equally qualified, but in terms of neutralizing the PNM, and of course not even being able to raise in any significant way the race card, is that second major plank and position in any government according to the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago. And putting that man there with all that experience, and of course because of the color of his skin and texture of his hair, I think is a masterful move politically in order to make certain that a certain agenda is achieved. And because of his experience, bet your bottom dollar, he is doing the job. I told you just now that, listen, he said that he know the leaders, and he was talking about gangsters, and then of course he went on to say they are in Goodwood Park and Westmoreland. What do you think that is? What do you think that is? And for those who have a problem with his loyalty, let's face it, before the elections or during the campaign, we saw loyalty galore. He was on the platform, and therefore, and in my view, he is a transformed, if you want to call him that, UNC. Or transformed to UNC. He has metamorphosized to a UNC position, and he would be playing, and I expect a continued major role in making certain that the UNC stay in government moving forward. I mean, it's a masterpiece.
Lennox,
Thank you for reminding.
Yeah.
Thank you for
I
reminding.
want to totally endorse what you're saying there as a really master play there too, because what that also neutralized is that the Honorable Kamala Prasad Bisesa in picking the Honorable John Jeremy as Attorney General neutralized the disunity between parties based on he's a PNM, he's a UNC, he's a this, he's a based on showing
it upset the PNM itself, the PNM equanimity, their tranquility is disturbed by that. Every day when he goes into parliament and speaks how he speaks, like I'm at war with you, and pointing at the opposite side in the parliament. I mean, it's trepidation. I could feel people's rare palpitating in fear and what the possibilities are, and he's just teasing them, and when it actually comes, when the avalanche actually comes, they would realize that this is no joke thing, and the masterpiece or the master play that Kamala Prasad has engendered by putting him there will eventually realize. It is early days yet. It's just about a year.
Yep, he really make a big move and neutralize all what needed to be neutralized.
Of course.
And Trinidad and Tobago, again, you all, the people that you all saying yes, Andy supposed to cut off again. Andy on one side, it have snipes on the next side, however it go. Those people are UNC people and all that campaign with us, and they are not coming across disrespectful, you know. They're just raising the concerns.
Let's take a call. We have a call. Good morning. Welcome.
Good day to Mr. Andy, to Mr. Lennox, and Mr. Snipes. You see, John Jeremy is a balanced person. He's fair, honest, and have distinction in him. He stands for country. He don't stand because UNC TNM. In every race, there is the good, the bad, the ugly, and the indifferent. And I think we have to stop hitting one another, slapping one another, and angering one another. This is our country. When I went to Mr. Lennox, I see the beauty of Mr. Lennox. But when Mr. Lennox sees how he could catch his food and eat it, he did it. And this is why Mr. Lennox is not a bad person. He just gets carried away by seeing what people do to us. And so you think I will put on Mr. Lennox because he make a mistake? No, everybody will fall apart sometimes. But our greed does destroy us. Let us stand up for country and not hating one another. And
Thank you,
Thank you.
Let's take another one.
Yeah, you have one there? Because I want to
Good morning. Yes, we have another one here. The calls are coming in. The calls are coming in. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen, and good morning, Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Yes.
I think that the people in this country should be very particular and careful the way how they operate, how the PNM operates. The PNM is about the people that come and they spell stone and run about and run away. And they give the impression that they who is now in government, they're bad, and the one who in opposition now is good. And that is how the opposition operating. But the opposition they don't want to make the people know that when they recuse themselves for all them time, $500 billion gone, and you don't know where it's gone. Money being spent in left, right, and center. Nothing in doing this country for the past 10 years. They want the people them to know. You understand? And that's how they operate. And the people in this country, boss, you know, the right thinking people. Look at man who tell the speaker he not apologizing. Imagine that. He attack people first, but when people attack him, he want to play. He thinking, but Marvin, I want to tell Marvin something. And Penelope Beckles, you know, and be so ashamed that knowing that the corruption all went through and what they do. You understand? To this country, all I want nobody to know, but people getting to know, and they're going to know the true thing about them, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead, Miss Armstrong.
Yes.
Pleasant good morning, Andy. Mr. Lennox.
Good morning to you, Miss.
And Director Snipes.
Yes.
My phone will be coming your way. Okay.
Yeah, the stealing time. But
yes,
go ahead.
This is word of the day, and very good contributions, Miss Anna and Miss Woodbrook.
Yes.
All right. The word of the day is weaselly. It's an adjective.
What's the name? What's the word? Sorry.
Weaselly.
Weaselly. An adjective.
W-I-S?
E-A. No. W-E-A-S-E-L-L-Y.
W-E-A-S-L-L-Y.
No. W-E-A-S-E-L-L-Y.
S-E-L-L-Y?
Yeah. Yes, Weasley.
I would have come across that word, but I can't say I could remember it now. No. But I know it's sounding familiar, but I can't remember the meaning. You tell me.
Okay, it's an adjective. Meaning dishonest, sneaky, or insensitive behavior. In a sentence, you can use it as, he is a Weasley conniving thief. Have a blessed day, gentlemen.
Wait, spell it over for me. W-H then.
No. W-E-A-S-E-L-L-Y. Weasley.
All right. Treacherous and sneaky. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. All right.
Thanks very much. Take that quick break and come back. When we come back, more.
No. Let me give you mine one time. Indigenous. It simply means a thing that is that you are accustomed to right where you are. Right. Indigenous.
Like for instance, like for instance,
go ahead, Andy, let me hear you.
Arawak and Carib people and up there in Arima
are indigenous because they belong here.
First people,
original, never move anywhere. Yes.
Right. So first people.
Steel pan and Carib. So indigenous to Trinidad and Tobago culturally. All right.
And the first people are indigenous, right? First people.
Indigenous as well. Yes.
Okay.
Because they're born here, they stay here, and they come out. They have come from here, and therefore that is indigenous. All right. So we go for the break quickly because the lines are lit up. So let's go for the break.
Honoring the beauty of Indian heritage, TTT invites you to immerse yourself in Desi May as we mark Indian Arrival Month with color, music, and magic of Indian cinema. Throughout May, enjoy your favorite Bollywood hits and timeless classics, from iconic blockbusters to treasured favorites, bringing the heart of India straight to your screen. Tune in every Saturday at 8:35 p.m. and every Sunday from 4 p.m. to experience rich traditions, captivating stories, and unforgettable characters that continue to inspire generations. Plus, watch, text, and get rewarded for our exciting viewer promotion. Desi May, celebrating Indian Arrival Month exclusively on TTT.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
I'm waiting for a super right, but I've got to go quick. I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
On Sunday, July 5th, Ballpark Macoya comes alive as Experience 496 Gym presents the Experience 496 Championships. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., 15 teams enter the battlefield for a full day of football, rivalry, big moments, and family entertainment. Bring your crew, bring the kids, and witness the energy. Experience 496 Championships. Sunday, July 5th, Ballpark Macoya. 15 teams, one field, one champion.
Wake up to the issues that matter most on the Ground Report. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for Real Talk.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked. Bang, 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 bang.
Sorry guys, I just wanted to come straight back. We don't have much time.
Yeah, we don't have much time, and the lines are lit up. Andy.
Oh boy.
A wonderful exercise in reality and practicality, wouldn't you say? Would you characterize this program as that?
Yes, I will. Yeah. I will. And what I want to say is, again, I admire the master move by the Honorable Prime Minister by putting the Honorable John Jeremy there as the Attorney General. That was a brilliant.
Yeah, and it is our job to make people see that if they didn't see it. It cannot be. It can't be narrowed. You can't be myopic. You have to understand the broader picture, because this is about Trinidad and Tobago, and she is looking at staying in government for a very long time. Yes, challenges have confronted that they have inherited, and so you would take time in order to beat it out, but putting the right people in place, especially the man who you must be there as to form a government, meaning the Attorney General, is a masterful plan. And those who see it differently, I think, well, we beg to differ, because that has to be a major move that would make certain that the government function as it ought to, particularly in these treacherous times, because we have too many weasels. Miss Anne just gave us the word there, weaselly. Well, weasels, where of course we have too many treacherous people, particularly in opposition, that would be vying and relishing the opportunity to displace unmeritoriously, because we saw it in 2015 when the subsequent Prime Minister went to the Parliament with some fake emails and accused that person who is now Prime Minister then, of conspiring including to destroy a journalist. I mean, that she will not have with this particular Attorney General, clearly.
Wow. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Always 1 minute, yes, 1 minute, 3 hours at 9 o'clock. You all could have choose any other program or radio station to lock on to, but you all choose the Ground Report.
And
right here on Talk
indigenous
City.
To Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes, right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. So don't forget, today is Friday. Lennox Smith would not have any.
Oh Lord, here he goes.
Yeah,
Here he goes.
Program. He will be out here doing his flexing of the broken foot matrix stupid dance that he does, and imagine he attracts people to watch. Wow.
That's my friend. He's supposed to be my friend, but that's all right because he left me in Tobago and go. Yes, I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna let him know. Yes, yeah, he know that. He know that. I can't believe that. We next door. I make a mistake and almost go in his door. That's how close we are in terms of the rooms. And the man leave me and go. But of course, I want to tell him thanks too, because if he didn't wake me up, I wouldn't get the kind of rest that I really deserve. So I want to say that. So out of bad, commit good. All right, Andy, thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. You want me to say thanks?
Nice. So only until Monday morning, please, God.
Yes,
we are out of here.
But Johnny, how come your house is twice the size of mine, but my bill is twice the cost of yours? Johnny, what's going on, boy? How your bill so low? How your bill so low? I conserving energy, I switch the LED, I the stun off the AC, and I'm saving real money.